Hello. Welcome to another video from 10x Investor Education. It's been a while and I'm very excited to make this video, and this is on one of my favorite sector, which is crypto mining stocks. Okay. So I have gone for 2 weeks for a long summer vacation. By the time I come back, so there are a lot of changes. First thing is, when I went, the Bitcoin was trading around close to 29, $30,000, and right now it's trading around 43, which is close to 30% upside on Bitcoin. Whereas some of the Bitcoin mining stocks, especially small stocks, so went up as much as 200% in last 2 weeks, while Bitcoin went up by 30%. So in this video, I would like to cover some of those mining stocks, my small favorite mining stocks, and look into in depth why these mining stocks are going like crazy, while MARA, RIOT, the big billion-dollar mining companies, they are not going that much. They are going up 5-10%, but compared to the small mining companies, they are not going that much. Okay, so this is not an investment advice, and these mining stocks are very volatile and risky. Just to give an idea, if the Bitcoin goes up by 10%, these mining companies can go by 20, 30, 40%. The Bitcoin actual value goes down by 10%, these mining companies can actually go down by 30, 40%. That's the reason why these are very volatile. You have to hedge, which means you have to deal with options when you are dealing with these Bitcoin mining companies. Personally, I have been buying MARA and RIOT since $2-3, and they have gone up so much, and they have become $3 to $4 billion companies. Now I started buying smaller companies which are more leaner, profitable, which trade in $2, $3, $4, $5 range, and which has more potential. Okay, so some of the companies that my favorite have been BTBT, Bit Digital. Okay, so it's actually gone up almost 200% in a month. So I sold some of the stocks in it. Reason is because this sector, like, used to be 1-2% of my portfolio, has become 5%, 10%, 15%. So it's kind of risky to have like 50% of my portfolio in one sector. So I had to trim down the ones that went up a lot. Okay, for example, BTBT. Similarly, the next second that I'm looking right now is Bit Farms. Okay, the symbol is BITF, which went up again 50 to 60% in a week, sorry, in a month. Okay, so they released their Bitcoin production numbers recently, just 1 or 2 days back. I will go through, and that is crazy. Okay, so they are minting Bitcoins, which means minting cash like anything. So these Bitcoin, especially with regulations on China's Bitcoin companies, so basically 1 month back, China has been going behind these mining companies, and they are basically shutting them down. Okay, so in a hurry, they have to go to different companies like Russia. A lot of the companies actually based in, some of the headquarters based in Bit Digital example, even though their headquarters in New York and they recently have office in Miami. So they actually, a lot of mining they have it in China. Okay, so because that's where they get the cheapest power. Okay, so now with crackdown, Chinese government crackdown on mining operations, they have to move a lot of their operations and mining rigs to US. So that is where some of their mining halted in June, but actually they're growing in a full ramp, and options traders betting huge on the stock. That's the reason why the stock went up almost, close to 200% in 2 weeks period. Okay, so again, as I said, Bitfarms actually went up a lot too, and I'll show their numbers as well. Okay, so as I said, this is not investment advice, but I personally invested into these mining companies a lot of money, and right now, since I have like 15 10 15% of this portfolio, I'm not betting in long term, I'm betting in a short term on options spreads. Okay, I'll get into detail why how I'm playing some of them, because weekly there has been so much fluctuation in Bitcoin price. The spreads are better, less risky than long term options. Okay, so before, if you're first time here on my channel, please click on the subscribe button, and I promise that you'll be happy in future. The other thing is, there is a Voyager promo code on my channel right below this video. If you click, you'll get $25 Bitcoin from Voyager. And believe me, I have researched so many crypto exchanges before settling on Voyager, because I don't want to pay money through coin exchange, and I want reliable, which can I do through my phone, and also I can get the best interest rates on stable coins, including USDC, and also cheapest transactions. Okay, so Voyager has been really good for me, not many downtime at all, and most of the time with one click I'll be able to log in, see my portfolio, I can do transaction like that. So it's, I would say I'm very happy so far last couple of months. Okay, so again, as I said, these are real numbers. Bit Digital, Bit Farms, Hut 8, all these are growing up like crazy. I'll share screen and show a couple of charts and reasons why these companies have been going up. Okay, so as Chinese crackdown happened, a lot of the companies, so a lot of hash power went down strongly. Okay, so what happens is, then the existing miners, they can mine pretty fast. Okay, compared to, so 1 or 2 months gap that came in the crackdown, where a lot of Chinese miners went down offline, so the US miners took advantage. So the reason why Bitfarms and some of these companies, even MARA, has huge numbers. July, okay, June, July. So I will go to the numbers, and please subscribe to my channel. And as I said, I have released so many crypto videos since last 8 months. So this is like an update for some of those, and I'll show you what stocks um, have been recently buying and why those are my favorites. Okay, so let me share my screen and show you things. And as you can see here, I have a separate playlist for crypto stocks. As you can see here, multiple videos on Hive, RIOT, MARA, Canon, Ethereum, and in general Bitcoin. So these stocks, as I said, I've been buying in $1 to $3 range. Now I have been buying new stocks that actually, since these MARA and RIOT have become really $1 billion worth of stocks. Okay, so still I like MARA. It's like blue chip company. They have the lowest mining cost compared in the industry, one of the lowest, not the lowest. So they, even Bitcoin prices goes down to $5,000-6,000, they can survive. But still, I would like, because the price doesn't mean that MARA will appreciate more than some of the stocks. Okay, so these are the stocks that I have been tracking in my crypto portfolio. A lot of these I own. Some of these, for example, if you look at here, if you look at 50, I can sort. So if you 50-day moving average, if you sort by 50-day moving average, so the highest has appreciation as seen by Bit Digital, which is mostly 150% since 50-day moving average, and it's close to $18. And actually this went up a lot in last 2 weeks. Okay, next my favorite is Bitfarms and also Hut 8 mining. Okay, so I also own Hive, I also own MARA, I also own a lot of these things, but these are the companies that actually going up a lot. So if you look at last Friday change, DMG went up by 21%, and Bitfarms went up by 16%, and actually Bit Digital went up by 11%. Okay, so let's look into actually some of the charts for these stocks. Okay, so if you look at here, Bitfarms, so which is actually, if you look at 1 month back, it was only $3 stock. Okay, Now it's close to $6 stock. So what is happening? Bitfarms. It's a $800 million company right now, and they recently 2 days back released their numbers. Okay, so if you look at here, Bitfarms provides Bitcoin production update and announces release date of second quarter 2021. Okay, so I'm not going to the whole article, just highlight here. Okay, first paragraph, mining production updates as of August. Okay, so just like car companies, these companies have been releasing their mining production numbers every month. Okay, so Riot, Mara, all these companies, some of these companies they release monthly, big companies. So as you can see here, the July numbers mined 391 new Bitcoin during just July. Okay, not the whole quarter, guys. Okay, just July 391 into $43,000. You can guess what is the revenue just for July. Okay, so achieved and approximately 96% more than its mining production in January 2021. This company is currently mining 12 to 13 bitcoins each day, and so far for 2021, okay, 1800, almost 1800 bitcoins it mined. Okay, so this is one of the biggest July numbers as far as I know there are a couple of companies bigger than Bitfarms, but I don't think they are actually making this kind of numbers. Okay, so this is the reason. So as you can see, July is 391, 262, 265, 391. So as I said, the Chinese crackdown helped some of these mining companies a lot. Okay, so let's go into next. So this is one of, as I said, this is one of the Bitcoin. If Bitcoin price actually keep going up like 45, 50,000, this will appreciate a lot. Okay, believe me, this will appreciate a lot. Again, if it goes down, this will go down, but if it goes up, this will appreciate a lot. Okay, so the next mining company is Hut 8. This is also my favorite. These are all profitable, low PE. Again, it's close to $800 million range company. Again, 58 cents to almost touch $13, but it is around $6 trading now. And if you look at 1 month back, it's literally it was $3 stock, again a $6 stock. Okay, so if you look at here again, so another company I would like to bring, this one is known as, this is a SPAC. Okay, this is not an IPO yet, this is a SPAC. Symbol is Power and Digital Infrastructure Acquisition Corporation, symbol is XPDI. This is basically merging with Core Scientific, the biggest, I would say, the miner and also hosting provider. Okay, so this is not a pure play of mining, they also host this digital like hosting. So their revenue comes from both places, and the Core Scientific is going, and I think their numbers are bigger than RIOT and MARA. So and they're going at $4 billion. So this is what the article is. Core Scientific is the largest blockchain hosting provider and digital asset miner, listed on Nasdaq merger for Power. As I said, that particular SPAC. Okay, just look at their numbers. 100% carbon neutral, and mined around 928 Bitcoin in quarter two. So this is just in one quarter, and 17, close to 1700 in the first half of 2021. So their anticipates fiscal year 2021 revenue to be close to $500 million revenue, and 22 revenue be $1.1 billion, and they're going IPO at close to $4.3 billion enterprise value. Okay, so this is one of the blue chip companies of close to MARA, I could say. But again, since this is already going at $4.3 billion, so it is still not expensive based on the revenue, but still I would say this is one of the SPAC people doesn't know. But this is making already lot of money. As you can see, $1.1 billion and EBITDA margin, adjusted EBITDA margin for 2022. This is ton of money, guys. Okay, so I would love to buy some of the SPACs that make ton of money and profits, rather than SPACs purely on speculation that they won't make money in next couple of years. Okay, so this is Bit Digital. Okay, so this is the company. I would like to show the Bit Digital. Okay, so if you can see one week stock of Bit Digital, 1 month. Okay, 1 week is not returning, but let's go to 1 month. Okay, close to 200%. Okay, so as you can see here, it was July 24th. It was trading around $4. There was a news that they are increasing their hash power and actually getting lot of missions from another company, and they have a news that they're move their rigs to US, and that's it. Like, look at this one. So it fell down, it went up a lot. So it's close to 200% in a month. One of the thing is because there are option traders betting a lot on the stock price that went up, and since it went up by 200%, this is very risky. It can go down by another 50%, but option prices are betting around $20 to $25 still reaching if Bitcoin price keeps going up. Okay, so that is what, as you can see here, Bit Digital announces Bitcoin productions and second quarter numbers. So recently they did not announce the July numbers, but at least for June numbers they until first quarter they announced. As you can see here, quarter two they make around 560 bitcoins, and quarter one 1000, more than 1000 bitcoins, close to 1600 bitcoins. Again, this is one of the biggest mining company. As they say, we provide a publicly traded vehicle for investors and return capital. Okay, we are the largest Bitcoin miner listed on Nasdaq based on size of currently owned miners. So what they're saying is they own lot of fleet. Okay, so they used to own ton of them in China. They are moving to US. They moved most of them to US, and they increase hash power. But their hash power, I've seen the numbers, they're less than MARA. So I would say this is again one of big, that's the reason why stock price went up recently that much. Okay, so as I said, 1 month is 200%. Next, Bitfarms. As I said, Bitfarms actually, so if you look at here, 1 month return is 53%. So this is still my favorite based on the July numbers. And actually, if Bitcoin price keep going up, it can go up as well. Okay, next, coming to other stocks that I own and the reasons why the stock doesn't go up much. Okay, so Hive 1 month return is only 7%. The reason is Hive actually owns close to 5% of Ethereum. Okay, they produce close to 5% Ethereum. Okay, but Ethereum going slowly next 1 or 2 years from POW model to POS. Okay, so that will make Ethereum machines not usable because you don't have to need mining machines to mine. So that is the reason there's not of lot of momentum. That's the negative, because they have to migrate their revenue sources from Ethereum to Bitcoin mining or some other mining to make money to sustain their revenues. That's the reason why Hive did not appreciate that much again. Okay, another my favorite after Bitfarms is Hut 8. Again, the 1 month return is 17%. That's also another $800 million company, and I own some of the stocks. I own heavily MARA. 1 month return is 12.3%, but as you can see here, this is already close to how much, 3.4 billion. This went up like crazy. It went up by like almost $1 billion in last 2 weeks. Again, RIOT actually went down by 5%. So my point was, MARA and RIOT, they have become like $1 billion companies. They will not go that much up, even though Bitcoin price gone up a lot, because there is a lot of momentum on small players which are producing which are having a lot of options betting going on. That's the reason why the small companies like Bitfarms and Hive and also Bit Digital, their stock prices are going up compared to the other big miners. So as you can see here, 1 month return on Bitcoin is close to 30%, whereas these minor companies went up by close as much as 60 to 200%. Okay, that's the news I want mainly cover in this video. So, and also as you can see here, an article how the US became the world's new Bitcoin mining hub. It used to be China, and now with Chinese crackdown, that actually very, very, very good news for US. Most of the missions and bricks moved to US, and then I think US will be the number one hub for Bitcoin mining. Okay, so again, and show a couple of articles that happened this week. Fidelity buys 7.4% of Bitcoin mining company Marathon Digital. Okay, this is a huge investment just by one mutual fund company. 7.4% of MARA, which is like millions of dollars. So across all their funds, multiple Fidelity funds, they heavily bought MARA. So this is a good news for MARA. So again, the MARA numbers. So MARA looks like they released July numbers, as you can see here. For purchases, this is about news how they have been purchasing more mining machines, and actually they are increasing the hash power. So producing 13 points. So when they implement all these machines to mining, so they will have a total hash power of 13.3 EH per second, which is close to 12% of total hash rate. Okay, that is a lot. So it can tell you, I think this is still not the biggest one. So, but still, this probably I would say second or third biggest one with the highest hash power, and their mining cost also um, very cheap, around $4,500. So even the Bitcoin price goes down by below $10,000, this big company can survive. So certainly this is kind of a blue chip uh, mining company with a less volatility going on. Okay, so so again, as I said, I covered with Core Scientific, which is going with in a SPAC deal at $4.3. Again, we have to see how the stock price appreciates. And this is already starting with $4.3 billion. I wouldn't see the stock doubling or tripling like other small Bitcoin mining stocks. Okay, so again, so this one. Okay, so Bitcoin mining is certainly one of the most profitable business on the planet. Okay, this is very recent article by Fortune. So what you need to understand, this is exactly the reason why I got my highest portfolio holding is in Bitcoin mining. Yes, you will get a lot of volatility. It's very risky, but I hedge them. Okay, so I most of my Mara stocks sold off in covered calls at $60-$70 by end of the year. So if stocks Mara goes to $60-$70, it will sold off. I'll get like 10-20% premium. Otherwise, I'll have the Mara stock to do covered calls again. So as you can see here, this is exactly the reason why it's one of the most profitable business in the planet. So nothing to do with COVID, nothing to do with economy. As long as directly related to Bitcoin price, if the Bitcoin price goes up, this they'll continue making a ton of money. Goes down, they won't lose money. They'll still make money, but not that much money, unless Bitcoin price really goes down below $5,000, where some of these smaller miners has to shut down. Okay. So, so they Marathon Digital Holdings generated 442 new bitcoins during July. So we can see the Bitfarms has generated or mined around 390 bitcoins, whereas Mara, which is bigger than obviously now, Bitfarms is $800 million company. Mara is close to $3.4 billion company. So the numbers are very close, 100 bitcoins difference, but this is a ton of money still. So June 265, July. So everybody mined July numbers will be great in my view because of the Chinese crackdown. A lot of Chinese miners went offline. That's the reason why a lot of these companies able to mint money. That's the reason why the stocks going up a lot this month. Okay, so this is a core scientific presentation. I'm not going to every detail of this, but I can quickly show you how they compare leading operator at scale. Okay, so they compare themselves. This is the numbers up to June. So there's a lot of changes in July because a lot of these Marathon, as you see, Marathon, Bitfarms, which is not even there, they mine a lot of bitcoins. I don't know how much core scientific production numbers for July, but Core Scientific still one of the top, as you can see by the numbers, right? End of 2021, and also since they directly mine in their own data centers and at a lower fixed cost, their profit margin is very high because their cost of mining Bitcoin is a lot less. Okay, so they compare themselves with RIOT, Hut 8, Argo, Marathon. Okay, so not everything is there, but you can see some. These are some of the biggest companies with the highest hash rate. Okay, so this could be very confusing. Okay, so what does it really mean? So end of the day, right now with the current rates, my favorite companies are Hut 8, Bitfarms. Okay, doesn't mean that I don't like Martha and Roy because they are already went up a lot to market cap, but still they are some of the blue chip companies. And Core Scientific is going to be public through SPAC. So how do you trade? How do you buy? Right? So it's very confusing. So, but somebody wanted, there is no ETF for Bitcoin really except GBTC, okay, which they charge a lot of money. So the one way you can get into crypto is under ETF, where I recommend to my friends is known as Block. Okay, so this is the that ETF I'm talking about, known as Amplifier Transformational Data Exchange Sharing ETF, which is known as Block. This is basically the companies that are involved into crypto, directly investing crypto or mining crypto, and other companies. As you can see here, their largest holding is MicroStrategy, PayPal, and Square. Okay, so they don't mine directly, but MicroStrategy invests Bitcoin heavily. So if Bitcoin price goes up, their stock goes up a lot, and Square and a lot of their revenue from Bitcoin transactions as well. So so if you invest in Block, so your price will not appreciate as much as the mining companies, but at the same time it's not volatile, so it's kind of a little safer bet compared to directly investing to mining companies. So as you can see here, they actually, after these companies, they actually own ton of MARA, which is close to 4% of MARA they own. Galaxy Digital, Digital Garage, Voyager Digital. As I said, you can get an account with Voyager Digital with $25 free crypto using my promo code. So Nvidia. So again, if you can see here, Coinbase also, they have 3%. Hive Blockchain, RIOT, Hut 8, Bitfarms. So almost a lot of the companies I have shown above, they actually in their portfolio. So this is one way to play a crypto mining angle. Okay, so this is what I want to cover in this video. Please click like button. Hopefully you like the video. And as I said, the summary is at Bitfarms or Hut 8 is what I'm looking into buying more. But these still risky, directly proportional to Bitcoin price. And I like the sector. I love the sector. And if I think Bitcoin price going to 50, 60K, these miners will go down up a lot. Okay, and if Bitcoin price goes to 100,000 by any chance, then I can't tell you how the miners, how much profitable these miners are. They're like crazy profitable. They'll be more profitable than any company such as Apple. Okay, so that is what I want to cover in this video. Hopefully you like the content of the video, and I will, I cover a lot of companies. I cannot make video on each company, but since I own a lot of the companies, I would like to summarize what's happening in mining and crypto mining world. Okay, thank you and see you on my next video. Have a nice day.